to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeye! The run from the shotgun. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He'll pull it down. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raining. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. The give on the inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
They'll move the tight end. Running inside, it's Jackson. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
How good is this pass rush right now? In the last play, they get the sack, setting them up on the 1-yard line. And then you know they're licking their chops. These guys are all pinning their ears back on the last play, knowing, hey, we just got him a second ago. We can go get him again, and they do, getting the safety.
Now they'll try the right side. Picks up the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed.
Maybe a crease. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Finds his man. Snags it and he's open. Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Touchdown, Buckeyes! Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
This time he's got it.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a...
Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Kelly. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There's a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Off play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're down a couple of scores. Rather than settle for the field goal, they'll go for it here. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, going to the air. Got it! They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are...
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Man, it's so nice nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option, the normal way, with a running back, the deep.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Hauled down inside the 5, at the 4 after the pick.
Number 47, set to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The sure hands, it's Jackson. Runs through a man, he might have space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in down the sideline. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from Pater. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Powers forward. And he surges across the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Could be an alley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. It's a draw. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. This time he wants to throw. That's caught. It's Moses. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The run inside. It's Jackson. Makes it past the marker. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. To throw, it's Kelly. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're testing the right side here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. With the catch, it's Smith. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout by the offense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll run it again. There's some room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, what a move to get room. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tight end now in motion. They want to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the route is... Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Kelly. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here comes the Heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Trying play action. On the move, he fires. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Some misdirection with the counter. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Under fire. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. After that sack, the offensive line better get it stuffed together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a tight end. He won't get there. Running behind that left side. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. He'll try it again, and they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. The drama has been drained out of this game, but not so for the playoff race. Let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket here in Week 13, and not much time to shore up that resume. He's got him. No, he got loose. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Open space at the 25. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside, it's Rodgers. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Henderson. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Line gets set, 1st down.
Blue 22.
Wide receiver going in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking for room. It's Cross. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll try the run. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. In the red area, it's Rodgers. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the counter. Makes a man miss. Maybe some room here. And they're going to score again. Yet a quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Oh, they're after him. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from.
And they got him for the sack. Had good protection for a minute. Tried to create a little more time, and the defense was there to stop him. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fears the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll run play action. Looking for a deep man. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.